over the last 2 years, I've been a part of something really awesome that I'm excited to share more with you about. And really, it's the magic of family groups. Okay, so some of you might have been a part of a family group before. Some of you, this might be the first time that you're hearing about it. But just this idea of getting families together and having conversations, so families with a loved one with a developmental disability, is like so important and can be so magical. So I want to tell you more about it, and I want to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you some key things that can be really helpful if you're thinking about joining a family group, or if you're in a family group, how you can maybe get the most out of it. I want to tell you why not to join a family group. So I don't think families should be joining family groups for this reason. And the reason being to find friends for your family member with a developmental disability. I think we can, enter those situations where we're meeting another family and like, hey, would your family member with a disability like to hang out with my family member with a disability? They both like bowling. They should, do that together, right? Why? So it can be kind of awkward, right? That other family member or family parent or sibling or friend, might feel a little bit put off by that. But also, the reality is like, even if that relationship, we do try to make that relationship happen, it's a lot of effort by both families to try and make that happen. And then the two people that are, with disabilities that are put in that situation might be like, why are we doing this, right? Like, why are you putting me with this other person? We don't have anything in common. So it can just be a little awkward, right? So, maybe relationships have happened that way, and that's great if they have. But my suggestion when entering a family group, and even in a conversation with another family, is not to start with that approach. Where I've seen the magic of family groups really happen is not with trying to make friends for people with developmental disabilities, but I've seen families make friends with each other. So parents make friends with each other, siblings make friends with each other. And it just being a really important connection for us to have. So for me to have connection with other siblings, other parents, for other parents to be connected with other parents. And why? Because other people with similar experiences just get you. You don't have to explain yourself. And just that common understanding of each other really normalizes our experiences, and it makes us feel a little bit more normal. So, okay, I'm not the only one that maybe is experiencing this type of challenge, and it can just really help to have those conversations and not have to explain ourselves. Because with other family and friends, a lot of the time they just really don't get it, or they don't get us, or they don't understand what we're going through, right? So for the last 2 years, I mentioned the last 2 years I've learned this. I've been a part of the Oak Park Family Group, which is a group of 8 families in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, that have been getting together intentionally to have conversation and to move forward towards helping their son or daughter create a home of their own. That's an individualized home. So these families came together to all in a similar journey to create home with their family member, but not to group their family members together, right? So they're all individually working on their own vision and plan and implementing that, but they're kind of all going through it side by side, and they're sharing experiences across families. And what I noticed is there's a ton of idea sharing, but it was really inspirational. Like, it was, other families were getting inspired by other families' ideas and also what they were doing, right? So once one family kind of moved forward and rented a place with their family member and had a move date, other families were inspired by that because, now this feels really real and it feels really possible. And when we can see other people doing awesome, ordinary things, great things, when we see it with our eyes, it certainly becomes more believable, more possible. So, that's kind of the second real benefit of and magic behind family groups that I've seen, right? So normalizing our experiences, getting that inspiration and seeing possibility. And then third, it really ties into that second piece, but motivation, right? It's like that other family did that. We can do that. We're going to take a step forward and we're going to do it. And having that, and even having those other, having those other parents or siblings or family members to talk to, you learn what they went through, and they can also give you a little bit of a push. They can help you to motivate you, right? Like a lot of families that are maybe a couple steps ahead of you, wherever you're trying to go, whether it's helping your loved one with a disability get work, a paid job, employment, helping them get their own home, helping them build more relationships, helping them become more involved in the community. Other families that might be a couple steps ahead of you can share their experiences, give you a little push as well. I've seen that often. So motivation. So these are really 3 key reasons why I would encourage you to explore joining or even going to a family group meeting. So there's a really cool opportunity that I want to share with you that's coming up at the end of September. So the Oak Park Family Group that I mentioned is having an online meeting sharing about their experiences of creating individualized homes with their family members. And we're going to have some smaller breakout rooms where there's going to be conversation. So a really cool opportunity for you to connect with other families. And feel some of this magic that I'm talking about in a real easy way from the comfort of your home. So I'm going to include a link below in the blog here, and I'll put a link below in the YouTube channel. But you can join that meeting and sign up for free at empoweringability/Oak Park. So I'd love to see you there. I'm going to be at that meeting helping to facilitate it. So together, let's take one small step forward this week.